Alright, today we're going to talk about breaking down a white oak pasture-raised chicken. Most of the time what everybody gets is an 8-way cut chicken. So that's 2 wings, 2 legs, 2 thighs, and 2 breasts. So when you get your chicken, it's going to come vacuum sealed like this. It most likely will come to you frozen. The best way to defrost it is put it in the fridge and let it defrost over the course of the day to 2 days. So once your bird is defrosted, we're going to take it out of this package, and then it's going to come with a little pad in the front. You want to take that out, and basically we're going to kind of stretch the chicken out some. We want to make sure they get nice and loose. They've been in that package so long, ready to breathe a little bit. So first we're going to take our wings off. We're going to make a cut right back behind the bend. You can see where the breast is right here. We're going to cut into it, and you see that joint just pops straight open. We'll cut straight through that and do the same thing with this other wing. Right where the joint is, we're just going to cut through that. So that's 2 pieces right there. And we've got our thighs and our legs that we're going to do next. We're going to start one side where that skin is loose. I'm going to cut that loose. You can see where our breast is right here. We're going to cut in between the breast and the thigh. And what we want to do is pop that knuckle out of joint. And there's right here is called an oyster. So we want to cut around that because that's a good chunk of meat. So we're going to cut that out. We're going to cut down through the thigh. You gotta watch out for where that socket is. It can be a little difficult to cut through, which is why it always helps to make sure you got a sharp knife. So now we've got a thigh and a leg. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Pop it out of joint. Cut our oyster. Make sure we watch out for that joint. Thigh and leg. And now we've got our breasts on here. In the middle, you'll notice there's a firm breastplate in the middle. So we're going to cut on one side of that. We'll follow that down. And then you've got the wishbone up here, which we'll want to go up under and cut around. When you see part of the wishbone right there. And we're basically going to use our knife to kind of scrape down the breast. One breast, we'll do the other side. Same thing right along the wishbone up front. Cut this down. And then back to our legs and thighs. We've got 2 pieces, our thigh and our leg. You cut in the middle of that. You can find right in there where the joint is. We're just basically going to cut through that. So that's our leg and our thigh. We'll do the same thing to this one. So now we've got our 2 thighs, 2 legs, our 2 breasts, 2 wings. If you'll notice on the back of the breast, you've got a tender which comes off. And with pastured poultry, these birds get a lot of work, so their tendons tend to be kind of large and tough. So we're going to take hold of the tendon. We're basically going to scrape the tendons right out of the tenders. It's key from getting any tough tendons in there when we cook it. So you can chop these up, use it as stir fry, add it with the chicken breast and do chicken salad, and then we save the cages and we make chicken stock out of them. That's the basics on how to break down the chicken.